Alright, what's up, everybody? It's your Friday guy, Kaiden. Ignore the music in the background. My girlfriend is getting ready to go out, and she is jamming. Sorry about missing my video last week. It was crazy. I completely forgot, and the weekend got away from me. And so, we're going to start back up this week. This week's topic is access to tools for transitioning. And say hi, Emma. Anyway, so if you hear noise, that's what the problem is. Also, I'm a little sick. So there is, this is something that I don't think is necessarily an unknown thing in the community or something that, like, isn't widely talked about, but it is a very important topic. There are plenty of people who don't have immediate access to the things they need to transition, whether that be a therapist, a doctor, an endocrinologist, surgeons, regular healthcare professionals that are willing to treat them, especially if you are in more conservative states or you live in a small town somewhere. I know that I'm pretty lucky. My general doctors are all pretty good. My dentists and stuff like that too. They changed my name before my name was even legally changed. So that was really good for me. The only thing that sucks about where I live is I have to travel 2 hours to get to my endocrinologist and get my hormones and stuff like that. They do call in the prescription to a pharmacy closer, so I use my local pharmacy, but whenever I have appointments, I do have to drive 2 hours to Philadelphia to go to that appointment. That's really my only disadvantage I have to accessing doctors and things. I have gender therapists up here. There's only a few, though, that are trusted, and getting appointments with them is kind of hard if you're a new patient, but I have been lucky enough to get them in the times when they are opening their schedules. It just was luck of the draw that I was requesting services at that time. But I know for a lot of people that's not the case, and I think that it's something that we as a community should really be pushing harder than we are, I think, to get doctors and therapists and endocrinologists and surgeons and things like that to be accessible to all of us everywhere. I know that starts with federal health care and things like that, because money costs, them not covering it, things like that, is a big issue. I think a bigger issue regarding, like, the access to things would be the cost of everything, because I think it's harder for people to find affordable care rather than finding care in general. I know that transitioning is very expensive, whether that be paying for your hormones, your doctor's appointments, your labs, surgeries, things like that. They're very expensive procedures and processes, and if you don't have the means to do so, you're really kind of SOL, because a lot of insurance companies will not help us out in that sense. And I think that push is something that we are really trying, with the way I see our community voting and things like that, trying to make a big difference in. If and when that will happen, I don't know, simply because of the way the current administration is dealing with the problems that face the LGBT community, specifically the trans community. And I think if certain protections get stripped away, it's going to be a while before we can fight the healthcare field to really overall cover everything. So I guess we will see how the coming election goes, and what is in store for trans rights and trans activism and things like that in the medical field, because I know that is something that a lot of trans organizations are working on, making doctors and surgeons and things like that more affordable for us, because it shouldn't be so hard for us to transition and to live our authentic selves. And I think that's really amazing. But
What are you doing?
I'm recording my video. Yep, bye.
Alright.
And so I think that's a good thing. Sorry, that just threw me completely off track. I think that if you are in a small town somewhere, there are several people and groups and things like that, a few guys on this channel who also have the problems that you have with having to travel for doctors and things like that. So if you need help finding any resources or finding doctors or finding therapists or anything like that, reach out to us, reach out to somebody. We should be able to help you. If you need suggestions for surgeons, if you want surgeons, a few of us on this channel have had top surgery and are willing to help with that and give us any information that we possibly could. I personally would recommend my surgeon to literally anyone in the entire universe. And so, let us know. I know this is a touchy topic and it's frustrating because we can't really do anything immediately to change it. But hang in there. It will get better. When, I don't know, but I'm willing to help in any way I possibly can to make it a little bit easier while we wait this lull out to see what comes of this. Alright, so I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I hope you had a great week. Thrive. Thrive and survive, everybody. Thrive and survive. Alright, I'll see you guys next week.